Good evening to all our creative warriors. How is everyone going tonight? We have Elisa back tonight with an awesome new collection. Well, a whole collection. So we have
collection.
Yeah, we've got some gorgeous images and background papers and add-ons. And I know that you guys are going to have so much fun with these. We've got Embrace Change, and we've got a beautiful secret garden wallpaper collection, and we've got some country garden add-ons. So there's 2 different country garden packs, and we've also got that in the minis for our ATC guys. So welcome, Elise.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Feels very weird, doesn't it? Hi. Hi, Diane.
Yeah.
Hi, Leslie. Hi, Vicky. Sound is good. That's good.
Thank
Let's
you.
hope others don't disappear like I did last time.
Welcome, Elise. And I can't wait to play with Embrace Change and Secret Garden and some of the country add-ons. I'm going to have to quickly print out. I didn't print out the other page. So there's 2 different country garden. Have you got dual country garden covers?
I do. Well, there's 2 different ones, and then there's a mini.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Country Garden 1 and Country Garden 2, and they all have different flowers and the different vases and bottles, old bottles and whatnot. And
Perfect.
they both come with the bonus sheets of the mason jar set and the quotes.
What was your inspiration behind these, Liz?
Well, this my secret garden is the wall. Let's start with the wallpaper pack because it's my learning one. I'm slowly learning with lots of help from Michelle and a wee bit of help from Tanya here and there. So I'm really proud of this one with layering, and that actually features in here some of my own gel prints in the back and layered with different images as well, and some nice Frenchy, fancy French scripty sort of stuff. And the reason why this pack came about is because I wanted them to look like a courtyard with or little decorative tiles that you get in a courtyard or really nice wallpaper, and they go specifically with the Country Garden 1 and 2 packs. So these ones, I was just inspired. I actually drew these quite a while ago. I just haven't got around to getting them back out. So these all came about, I think, probably well over almost, 6 months ago or something like that. So I just sat down one day, and I love mason jars, and I love putting different flowers, and I just thought, how cool would it be to be able to choose the vase or the pot that you want to put your different flowers in. You can do your own flower arranging. So you can do your own bouquet. So that's what came about from that one. So you can cut flowers from this pack and then layer them into your vase or jug that you have. And then with your wallpapers, you can cut them into tiles to look like a courtyard in France or Italy. And I was inspired by a few pictures that I actually saw. I think it was on like a photography website, actually, where they had all the vines growing in the really pretty courtyard. So that's how that came about, I should say. But this one, I actually sat down and drew like a grungy girl first. And then I thought to myself, I would draw another one because I was trying to get her lips and eyes right. And the pack came about really quite easily. I added some marks on it. I thought, how cool will it be to incorporate things like dragonflies and butterflies are almost like tattoos, the way they're sitting over the faces. So, and I did create a girl quite a while ago who had the nice upswept hair, and I thought I might give a pack a go with the upswept hair, because I kind of like that. Kind of goes with the flow of the butterflies and the dragonfly.
Perfect.
So that's how they all came about. They've both sort of been sitting in the wings for a while I learnt how to do certain things. And with a lot of help from Michelle, they're now out for everyone to use, which is really, really great. Jump on me while I've been chatting away. She's already started.
I'm just trying to throw some gesso on this page because I'm using my big journals back at Mackay still. So I have stuff. It's just like so much fun creating with half my stuff here and half my stuff there and trying to remember what's where and what I need. So
I'm just trying to decide. I just want to use everything all at once. I told you this earlier that I was going to be fluffing around for a while trying to find out what I'm going to do.
And have you thought about what products or mediums you're going to play with?
I think a bit of acrylic paint. I wanted to create like a wallpaper in the back.
Nice.
Of this girl that I'm doing, I think. But then I had a thought of maybe using one of the jugs and having the butterflies sort of fly out of the mason jar on one side, and then sort of, so then that means we can combine packs. So I was pretty excited to do that.
Perfect.
And you know what I did? I actually spent a bit of time today and I printed them from my little home printer on all different paper.
Yes.
So I've got heavy cardstock, I've got watercolour paper, I've got tissue paper. It didn't like that, mind you.
Is it a laser or inkjet printer?
It's an inkjet, but it actually doesn't run when you use it again. So if you dry it long enough, but I am going to seal it first before I paint over the top of it tonight.
Yeah. So I've just printed mine on my inkjet as well, and I've just used a workable fixative tonight because that's just what I've got here. So yeah, my laser printer is still in Mackay, so I've got stuff in two places. Can't wait to be down here full time.
Yeah. So. Well, I can tell you, my printer's looking at me, and he's like, he was puffing, the poor thing. He was like, no, I wasn't built for that.
Yeah. And we've got Sandy and Diane and Leslie and Larissa.
Oh my gosh, Larissa, not too late. Karen. I haven't even started. Michelle's already started without me.
And Leslie loves them, and Sandy said they look fantastic. And
I hope everyone enjoys them as much as I do. I'm just thinking about all the things I can do with them, and that's why I'm panicking about, because I haven't even started to sort of smush the ink, and I ended up with this sort of distressed version of my wallpapers, which I really like.
How
and
cool
I got two goes at it. So this one's really pastel, and you've still got the pattern in the back.
That's pretty.
And I didn't think they turned out too bad for a mistake.
No such thing as mistakes in the creative world.
A happy accident this one was. If you can see, there's my fingers from holding it down. So that's actually in it. But don't be afraid to try. If you think your printer's not up for it, it's lying to you.
I'm feeling these two. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, that's pretty. I'm already liking where you're heading.
Isn't it that pretty? glue and everything.
Well, rip
Now
it, stick it, and commit.
Not very chuffed that this won't reach all the way across like I wanted it to. All right, I think the best way in is just to paint them without fluffing around too much.
Yeah, I'm just going to rip, stick and commit. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Does someone
I am going to go not out of my comfort zone. Well done, Elisa. And it was like, no, get back in the box.
Well, how about I go bright yellow?
Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay,
but see. I'll go a spring green. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
I was thinking, what about like a corally colour? And because I don't really create with orange that much, but it looks kind of cool with greens. We'll give it a whirl.
I think I'm going to create
what
a little
could go
dress
wrong?
for her. Nothing can go wrong. It can all go right. or it can go left.
Or it could go pear-shaped. I'm getting towards the end of my book and I'm getting very sad about it.
I've just started that size journal for the new October challenge we've got coming. And I really like that size.
I do too. It's one of my favourites. I say to Tanya, why do I like this so much? It just fits.
I think it fits under the camera.
She likes the square too. I don't know why. It just seems to be a thing.
Yeah. I think it fits on camera a little bit better too.
She says as mine goes out of the camera shot. I don't know, mine migrates around the desk.
I'm just trying to decide, am I having a yellow dress? Red dress, let's go that one.
Got to get, I keep forgetting to buy that paper that I can wedge between my pages to stop it from
just go and grab
working its way up.
Yeah, grab some baking paper out of the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes, it's the size. It's yours, a Dilutions journal.
Yes, it's a 8x8.
Yeah.
Or I think it's 8x8.
8, or the pages are 8 1/4, and the covers 8 5/8.
I have a ruler with me. It's 8 and a bit.
Yeah. So it's a roughly 8 by 8
and a bit.
It's a nice size journal.
Let's just say that. Let's just say 8x8. 8 and a bit. Either that or my rule is one of those ones that when someone actually just had one job to get it right and it's wrong.
How funny would that be? I would say if someone had a, what was that?
I was just going to say my eldest has got a apprenticeship, and as a cabinet maker, he's only just started, and we're looking for a retractable tape measure for him.
Yeah,
at Bunnings, and we thought, oh, let's do a little bit of Googling and see which ones, seem to have the best view, sort of thing. And they had this comparison of all these retractable tape measures where they were all out by about, you know, a certain number of, and I was like, oh my God, no wonder nothing ever fit properly.
And wouldn't matter how many times you measured twice, never measure right.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like that. I've just popped a light lime over the top of my spring green because I think it was going to be too springy.
Ready.
Too green. Like Kermit.
It's not easy being green.
No. Poor old Kermit.
Is anybody creating tonight, or are you guys all relaxing?
I think everyone's all puffed out after whoever watched the football. Oh, I think I know what I'm going to do now.
I'm going to whack some paint on, I think.
All right. Geez, I'm great. Who else manages to get your crappy paint all over everything when you're trying to keep it clean?
All the time. I've got a blend of unbleached titanium in a Structure Matisse paints here and some aloe in the Dina Wakley paints. Let's try a bit of apricot in the Dina Wakley just for good measure. It's very close to the titanium. What about, and I might throw a little bit of Kaiser metallic gold because we can. Oops, that's a lot.
I'm going straight for spring colours, I think.
Righty. Find a brayer. That's one.
I really don't have any clue as to what I'm doing just yet.
I'm just creating a nice neutral muddy mess of the background.
She now has a green beauty spot on her face. Unintentional, of course.
Might have been intentional.
No. Fancy dots on this lady.
I'm trying to decide if I want the dark bits coming through the background or whether I want to smush them all out.
Ooh. I reckon a little bit of dark showing through.
Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of white here too, just to give a bit more contrast. Yeah, it's a lot of white. Apparently, I don't know little.
Oh. Apparently, I don't know how to put lids on things, and that's why my girl's got a green beauty spot.
Oh, I like that. I'm liking the edges I'm getting with my brayer.
I don't mind using the brayer for things. You get some interesting patterns.
And it creates like a nice little texture as well. Let's take this corner.
This lady's going dotty.
Just going to clean my brayer off here because then I've got like a nice little different texture piece I might use.
Oh. Okay, Michelle, tell us a good way of blending your edges between your, say, wallpaper paper and a painted surface. What are your tips and tricks? How do you bring them together?
I like to use paint or like anything color wise. You can use pencil, you can use watercolors, you can use paints, pens. Just waiting to dry a little. And I think for me, using a thinner paper is a lot easier to blend. So the thinner your paper, the more seamless your edges are going to be. If you're printing something on, I might have one already coming out. And troubles, I've got to get up, go to the drawer. My space is very narrow to create it. Right, let me see.
You know, Scrap Effects have a great stamp that have something similar to that. So I'm going to have a sticky bead for that. I reckon that's another good way of tying things together.
That will be perfect.
If I could find it. Righto, who took that one?
So if you're working with something like on a rice paper, it's going to be a lot easier to seamlessly blend those edges into the background. Whereas if you're working something, this is probably around 200 to 250 GSM card, you're going to have that sharp cut line.
Yes, yeah.
Let me just, she looks pretty on that background. I'll go and grab the journal.
I don't know why I have such a dark corner over in this right-hand side.
As in your lights are dark?
Yeah, I've got 3 lights on. Don't ask me why it's so dark.
Okay, I'm back. So this journal here is probably, pop that aside to dry.
Okay. Probably should have tried to find this stamp earlier, but.
So I think what I also like to do to blend some edges is I use things like tissue paper and napkins and other papers, like soft papers, to glue over the top. It helps blend some of your edges in, but your cut lines on the thicker card, on the thicker paper, you can make it into a feature so it like stands out thicker.
Yeah.
But the thinner your paper, the more seamlessly you can blend it in to your background.
Yeah, it's because I've got quite a bright pattern here and it's gone straight onto a background, so I'm going to have to try and blend those edges a little bit in.
Yeah, so this one was printed on music paper and I can't even see where it starts and ends on that one.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you. And the other thing, if you've got to think
what can we do? Let's just whack some more paint on there and see how we go.
And the other thing too to blend in those edges is to, like this is a really good one. This was on the thicker paper and you can see how she's sort of sitting up off the page and you can see the sharp edge.
Oh, yeah.
And don't know if you can see that here. Let me try and get the light. And she finishes off here, and you can sort of still see.
Oh, you've drawn a bit of your...
I've drawn the bottom up over the top. So I like to incorporate the images in the background and layer them over under.
Yeah.
This one was printed on butcher's paper. And that one you can see, it seamlessly blended in, the edges a lot easier. Of course, your tissue paper is going to be the easiest to blend.
Yeah.
I sprayed them with, there, I've got Miss Gracie here these holidays, and that was her images.
I think sometimes people can get a little bit, I wouldn't say afraid of blending, you know, something like having such a harsh pattern and then going into a bit of white space. It kind of can get a bit, what's the word?
So you can make your edges into a feature and like create a shadow and make your edges a real feature. Or you can push your edges back, like this one was on tissue paper, and it like you really can't find the edges there.
Yeah.
I've got tissue paper layered here and here. So this one was, I used to use the thicker print on the thicker cardstock, but now I like the 100 GSM, which I've printed Little Girls on.
Yeah.
So
do you find it easier to work with, or?
Yeah, well, I've printed these papers, and these are all just on 100 GSM. What I like about the 100 GSM over copy paper is it just has a little bit more whiteness and a little bit better print quality than, a little bit more crisper than just plain printer copy paper, which is about 80 GSM. You can see the rice paper is quite thin and flexible, and this is probably around a 200 GSM. So it's a lot harder to get those edges softened into the background. This one's about 100 GSM. So
I am trying to find. Actually, like, I agree with you with that with the thinner paper. I went out and bought some from Officeworks, just for the fact that I found the crispness of the image got better as you just had that little bit of thicker paper. But I was actually quite pleased with how the watercolour paper turned out in my little inkjet. So I'll be, if I finish this one in a timely manner, I have an idea for a card front. We'll see.
Or a plan B. Let me go you.
I'm trying to find not like what's the distress colour of that, kind of like this nice deep green. It's kind of like peeled paint.
Yeah, peeled paint would probably definitely suit that one.
Yeah. Mowed lawn, that's not it. I'm delving into my box of distress crayons.
Is it
my organisation? I'm trying.
Perfectly organised. Is it evergreen, the colour?
We've got forest moss, pine needles.
Pine needles is probably the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. We'll just have to test them all out. For some reason I think I have, oh, hold on. What have we got? Peeled paint down the bottom there. Try that out. Oh, Ruby did horse riding in the rain this afternoon. Oh, good on her.
Oh. Riding horses is good no matter what the weather, except for lightning and thunder. They don't like that.
No, they don't like that. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah, do tell.
Can only happen to me. So there's I have to travel about half an hour to work every day, and it's along a very country road that has lots of farms because I work at a small country hospital. So every time, like, I have my music going or a podcast, and that morning I had quite the 90s flashback, rap and rock going. So I was sort of like, getting right into it. And I usually wind down my window and I say hello to this particular miniature horse and white donkey that are friends.
Yeah.
And I sort of shout out, hello, donkey, and I don't know their names.
Yeah.
Well, this particular morning last week, I must have been right into my music and I had it turned up really loud. And I wound down the window, shouted out, donkey, really loud. And he actually visibly startled and almost fell over. And I have not seen him back in his paddock since.
He might have had a heart attack.
I think so. I don't know where he's gone, the poor bugger. It's just quietly munching away, and you hear the donkey as I'm driving past. And when I got to work, one of the lady goes, it's so weird. She said, I always see the white donkey in the paddock on the way here. I didn't see him this morning. And I was like,
Well, I scared him off.
Yeah. Quite some aggressive Eminem rapping was going on at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I've worked out a combination of, is it forest moss? Maybe. Forest moss and peeled paint. And it's giving some nice shadows, and I'm sort of blending.
Have you got the newer wilderness colour too?
No, I don't. I have to get it. The poor John. Don't worry, Emily. He's okay. I did see him. He may not like Eminem, but that's okay. He can't be, can't be cool like me.
Yeah. Yeah, Karen recommended wilderness.
Yeah, I was just thinking it might be that nice dark green. I might have it in, I thought I had it in the distress ink pad and stuff, but maybe that's the one colour that I'm missing. You know, when you sort of forget what you have and then you don't want to reorder it until you find all your stash.
Definitely.
Or you could just reorder it like I do, and then you have 4 of each.
And you got backup plan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide what colour.
I think Emily thinks I might have killed the donkey. I didn't. I promise. He normally likes me saying hello.
Warn me next time.
I've just got to take note that he doesn't like Eminem, maybe.
That'll do it. So I'm just going to create some streaks in there and trying to work out what colour I'm going to put in there. I think I'll keep her hair and her all the same.
I'm really liking these distress crayons, and you can sort of rub them in and it sort of blends the edges a bit.
Perfect.
You might all get a taste of the lady next door soon. I can just hear she started up her silly music.
Yeah. Look, we've got Amber and Samantha. Hi, guys.
I can't stop. It was in 100 zone and I had to get to work. He just had to be okay.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I did say as I was going around the corner that in the morning I'll make waffles for him, just like Donkey off Shrek.
Yeah.
We've had problems with this neighbour, tell you.
I think
some of her parties can go to 4 in the morning.
Oh no. So the police have been called numerous times?
Maybe.
I think everyone has one of those neighbours.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Marie, say thank you to your sister for us, Leslie.
Oh, that's lovely. I think everyone's more concerned about me killing small donkeys now. I promise he's still alive. I saw him in the back paddock the other morning.
Frightened him off his perch.
I think they just moved him because we were going to have that rain, and they have him on the flat.
Because random people yell at him.
Hey, it's not my fault he wasn't in with Eminem.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering about putting my mason jar over here. Either that or having it on a angle, maybe. A jaunty angle.
Perfect.
Yes.
Ooh, I like how you blended your.
Oh, sorry.
And so I like how you blended your edges. They look good.
Yeah, I did a bit of I like the distress oxides because they have like a milky, that milky finish over the top, and it sort of goes with the
yeah.
I don't know, it's like that what do you call it? The lime effect when you do like an old set of drawers.
Yep.
The liming effect. Okay. So I'm thinking about having the butterflies spill out on this side. Maybe on a jaunty angle.
Perfect.
Who else likes a jaunty angle? It's kind of freaking me out being on that angle, to be honest.
Have it like going off the bottom of the page and cut the bottom off.
Oh yeah, so make it a little less small, like a little smaller, like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then have the butterflies come. That's the plan. So she's got a little butterflies in her hair, and then the butterflies will come out of the jar. She's not waving her arms around hurting the butterflies.
The butterfly attractor.
I'm just figuring out whether I'm going to use this cool stamp from Scrap Effects, and it's got pretty much the same pattern on it as what's in my background.
And I pulled out a Dusty Attic stencil that's got like a similar sort of style pattern as well.
Oh yeah. I'm just worried about not worried, but what colour to do it. Do I do it a lighter pink and have like the burgundy come in?
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty.
Yeah. So hard to get this colour red, isn't it?
Yep. It's like a burgundy colour.
Tim Holtz have that coloured, or is that the colour that he reckons is really hard to get? Like I remember him talking about there's one colour that he can't really get right. And I'm pretty sure it's like a burgundy, like a wine coloured red.
Yeah.
Because everyone goes, oh, another red, and reckons it's the hardest you can do. So maybe a light.
Oh, that's pretty. I like the light pink. So I'm just trying to colour match the purpley blue colour on here at the moment. It's a little bit more.
Oh, I do like that.
red.
Turn the power off the mains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks having crappy neighbours sometimes. But unfortunately, you get that a bit in suburbia, don't you?
Yeah. Well, where we are, you can't see our neighbours from the house, so it's perfect. And where
Very nice.
where we're moving to, our only neighbours are our friends and family in the huts who we all drink with.
Oh, you can't get too upset at them, though.
No, because we have Bob's place, like an outdoor area all set up in the middle. And was it last night or the night before? We had a game of cricket in front of the barbecue with a shovel and alfalfa wrapped potatoes.
Oh.
So they were playing cricket, putting the potatoes in the fire.
Oh. I was just thinking the other day, it had been a long time since we've had a fire.
Well, we've had one every night. Okay. So I'm going to run with this and see if it's going to do what I want.
That pink was just a little too light, I think. Might have to scooch it up a notch. Age mahogany.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Let's go in with a bit of that. I've got the spirit fingers going. That means I'm excited.
It's good when you get into that typing flow.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been able to touch type that fast.
Yeah. Like muscle memory, you've got to keep doing it.
I wouldn't say my handwriting's getting any better. But I sort of fit in at a hospital with all the doctors writing, so.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the perfect colour is mixing a little bit of the soft pink and the aged mahogany. So you can actually mix a little bit of like crayon on your mat, spray it with water, and then add a bit of acrylic paint, and you've got yourself like a whole different colour.
I just got bought in a present. It is.
Ooh. What is it?
Cherry ripe.
A cherry ripe.
The drink's coming. That's my dinner. I haven't eaten yet.
I was like, no, I've got to eat dinner.
I'm liking this. I love it when a plan starts coming together.
Yes. Well, I was panicking a little bit because I like having a plan. And I didn't have one. But I think I'm liking this stamp sort of drawing the paint in. I'm happy about that.
What am I thinking?
So getting back to, sorry, we overtook Karen's conversation. I hope you took pictures of Ruby on her horse.
Yes. In the rain.
Yes. Very dedicated.
Well, it's one thing we didn't have to worry too much about growing up and working out in the property and mustering out west is it very rarely ever rained.
Oh, it rained all the time here.
Yeah.
We'd get out of school, catch the bus home, and we'd have to walk up this massive big hill towards our banana plantation.
Yeah.
And you'd more than likely run into a sun shower, a storm, and hail, and you'd have to hide under a tree. And then Mum would come flying down in our little, what car did she have? It was like a brown Cortina.
Yeah.
The old brown Cortina, like a 70s brown.
We had one of those.
She'd come flying around the corner and she'd be, get in, get in.
Yep, we had a brown Cortina, and it went through about 4 family members and then down to my next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she piled us all in, we'd have to go up this really like steep hill, and the poor little thing, it really wasn't going to make it, and she'd all be yelling out, "Everyone pedal!" Wasn't going to do anything, obviously.
It's classic.
I found out later on that was my pop's car.
Yeah.
It was a good little car, that one. Went forever.
Yeah. The Cortina we had, it was brown too, and it went forever.
Yeah, brown. Must be the age group.
Did they only make them in brown?
I think maybe. I don't know. I'm starting to think I like that, but I'm going to not add any more to it. I'm going to start colouring in my girly. You can obviously see I've used this before, but it's actually the Complexion Prima watercolour pan set. And look, I haven't even used it.
Today's a good time as any.
Yep. Cracking open a peach cobbler. All right, start throwing out some ideas, people, on what colour her hair should be. I'm thinking brown because that's going to go quite nicely, I think, with the green.
Show me your background page again. What about orange?
Ooh, like a deep orange?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. That's throwing it out there, isn't it?
That would be pretty.
What about a gingery brown, like an ochre?
Yeah. Sorry, I've got to eat this cherry ripe. It's sitting here looking at me and I can't handle it.
I thought you would have had it by now.
What's everyone's favourite chocolate? What's yours? Sorry?
Can I just say I'm stuck on caramel with Marvelous Creations at the moment. I just can't get it.
I like the marble caramel one.
Yeah, anything caramel really, but bright red.
Oh, that would be pretty, because that's your opposite on the colour wheel to your green.
That's true.
That would pop the most.
Yeah, goes with green quite well. All right, we'll start with a complexion first, because that. Let's see how well this watercolour paper holds up.
For those who haven't seen me do this trick before, whenever I'm cutting bits out, I don't always try and get a knife and cut out there. I just cut around my lines and then just glue that back there. So I just cheat.
Aha.
Because
truth comes out.
I'm too lazy, and this is like a quick, easy way for me to cut in those gaps. Because as long as it's still joined, it will glue back down together.
It's a very good idea. I cleaned all my paintbrushes and they've all just disappeared.
Oh no. So if Emily's in the UK, her favourite in the UK is Diam. How would you pronounce that?
Oh.
Diam bars and double deckers. Oh my gosh, I'm a chocoholic. I'm a bad chocoholic. Oh, peppermint ones, yum.
I kind of go in like waves of, if I latch onto something I really like, I'll just stay at it until I find the next great thing.
Yep.
Well, actually, I literally gave up chocolate there for a while back, and I was just on hooked on making this Turkish delight slice.
Oh, yum.
It was really nice.
Hi, Gailey. Emily said it's pronounced dime.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Double deckers. Sounds interesting.
Alison loved double deckers.
I think Emily needs to import some and send them out to us so we can try them.
Yeah. We'll have a carton of double deckers, please.
Yeah.
And we get the red buses.
Well, watercolour paper's holding up quite nicely.
That's good.
I think I like it's a nice pale bit, and I might add a little bit of pink in there.
Pretty. The only plan like I have from here, I'm just sort of building up my background to complement the papers, the wallpapers. And the only other plan I have from there is my butterflies here are going to be this really rich blue.
Oh. I'd actually originally thought I was going to cut 2 lots of butterflies out, and I'll have the bottom one as a black and white, and then the top one I'd sort of 3D off the page a bit and have that as brightly coloured. But we'll see, we'll see how that goes.
I've got my coloured shoes. I'm just not happy with this yellow. I want to try and find a yellow that's going to suit this a bit better. It's going to be a blend of a yellow ochre and
the good thing about watercolour is if you don't like how the colour's looking on your page, you can always bring it back with a baby wipe.
Absolutely. Maybe it's watercolour I need. So this the colour challenges I've been playing with the Creative Sparks number 7 colour palette, the browns and the yellows. So I've had fun with that one.
Ooh. Browns and yellows. Yeah. I must say, not my favourite of colours to deal with. I do like yellow and like teal, yellow and blue.
Yeah.
But brown, I haven't quite got my head around that yet. All I think of when I think of brown is sort of like vintage or, do you know what I mean?
Yep. So this is the colour palette.
Ooh,
yeah, so these are they're the colours. I don't know where I don't know if I've got that box here.
It's almost like a denim blue with the brown, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I've just been experimenting. So I really love like the neutral tones in that one. And she's sort of still a bit in progress.
Wow, look at that.
So brown and yellow can be lots of fun.
Got to branch out more, don't I?
So this one had like a brown, yellow, black, a dirty sort of pinky apricot colour, and the yellow and the other yellow. So experimenting with if you've got like a colour palette, even taking these colours. Let me just quickly go to a page. When you're playing with new colours, stick or just stick a couple of colours here. Mix them, like get a little sketchbook and play with pushing colour palettes, pushing colours and having fun with them.
Yeah. I was about to say, I really loved your sketchbook there.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. Actually, I'll do it in watercolour. A bit quicker. With the mixing. So if I'm doing like a blue, too much water in that brush. Blue, say yellow. It seems to be a bit dirty. It's a very dirty brush. Try again. Putting your colours like the flat colours along the top and along the bottom. And then you can mix your colours together. And you just learn all the new shades that you can create. And this also helps then to, so that colour is there. I've made this yellow very dirty at the moment. So that one goes here. I've mixed that in the wrong place. Oh no, that's right.
I like that steel grey colours too.
Yes. Mixing your colours and doing this, you're learning what colours are going to make mixing colours together. Let's get a brighter yellow here. So you put your straight colours up here and down here, the spare box in the corner, and then you just mix them then together. So I'm going to mix that yellow with that blue. And see what I get. And then that blue and that yellow again. When I'm mixing them like this, I tend to do whatever colour here is on this side is more the dominant colour.
Yeah.
So it's more blue there, it's more yellow here, so it's giving me like two different versions.
Yeah, it's almost like the like a mossy green, isn't it?
Yeah. So a bit of this aqua blue. Mix that with that blue. Go back and I'm going to mix that yellow with that yellow. You can see how many different shades you can get from 4 colours. What have I got? That aqua and that yellow.
Got to sit down and take the time to do that.
It doesn't take long. If you've got like a real, wrong one. If you've got a real cheap sketchbook, you can really experiment with it. And the more you play too, where am I? That yellow, that blue. Oops. The more you, that yellow, that blue, the more you play with them, the more you understand your colours and what you can create with them. So that's just the playing. Clean my palette up here.
You make it look so easy.
It's easy. It's just got to remember where I'm up to. So you put the straight colour goes in that row down. because when you're mixing the two same colours, that's what your dividing colour is. What haven't I mixed? That blue and that yellow. That blue and that yellow.
What about deep purple hair? Or light purple?
Yeah. Either of them would look pretty too.
Lavender? Maybe?
That could be her name.
Could be lavender.
Miss Lavender.
I've got to stay away from the Ethels and the Bettys and the... Oopsies. What colour am I doing now? Does it have a tiny bit of teal in there? No. I'll introduce another colour.
Teal will be pretty. Teal goes with everything.
I do like my teal. My peacock feathers, maybe. Too teal? No. Heck no.
Yeah, so from just those, let me find a cover. From just those 4 colours.
Look at that.
And doing quick little colour studies like this, it just, you learn that, okay, if I'm going to mix, that one with that one, it's going to make it go a bit muddy. But if I mix everything else together, I'm going to get nice bright colours. So that's our 4 original colours. And you can see how you can just make so many other variations, and see what's going to blend, make brighter colours, what's going to make more muted colours. And you can have fun with it. So I'm really enjoying
right to the bottom, and it's got almost like a teal on the bottom left hand.
Yeah. So doing little colour studies like that, it just gives you more confidence in mixing your colours as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've decided to go for a shade of, what's it called? Shaded lilac.
Nice. Emily and Ella.
Like a heather colour in a minute.
Nice. Oh, this is pretty pattern paper too. So I'll bring in some more black and white.
My little grungy girls, they go all right on an ATC sized.
Yeah.
It's good jumping out of your comfort zone sometimes with your colours though.
Absolutely. Yeah, so this was yep, that does look a bit better. This was the Creative Sparks number 6 colour palette. And I've just experimented with the colours.
They're
all the same colour. What was that app called? Let me have a quick look, see if I can find it back there. Revive, Revive was the app that did that. And it's really good to, you can see your perspectives when your image moves like this. You can see where you're going wrong in your drawings.
I think the only, the only distress crayon I don't have is the purple one.
Oh no.
So we'll have to make do.
Well, put that on your list.
Oh yeah. And I don't know whether I actually don't know whether I'll use them much, but I've got his new watercolor pencils on my list too.
Yeah. Leslie's gone, I might be under the weather, but did that photo start talking on your iPad?
You've had one too many cocktails, Leslie.
Yeah, she did, Leslie. Galen's asked if I've used like silly crayons, meaning silky. Case of craft crayons. No, I haven't actually seen them at all. Sounds interesting.
Silky ones.
Mm,
I didn't even know they had them.
no.
What are these things that I don't have?
What are these things I need?
Yes, what are these things that I don't have? Well, obviously buy anyway, without even looking at them.
I'm just seeing how I can bring a little bit more black and white into balance, my black and white in my image in. Just wondering if I need it.
Easier working with this girl upside down for the moment.
Yeah. Her hair's flowing to you.
Yes, makes it a bit easier.
Stick and commit.
I don't think I've done a girl with purple hair before. Should be interesting.
Yeah. She could be Miss Lavender or Miss Violet.
Oh, yeah.
And now you've made her all nice and pretty and sweet. I challenge you to grunge her up and give her some tude.
Oh, you know, I was just thinking about putting a tattoo on her face before.
That will do it. Let's stick down here.
I haven't had much chance to use distress markers before.
Yeah.
But I'm actually quite liking them.
Oh. Anya loves the distress markers, doesn't she?
Yeah, distress crayons, distress markers.
Oh, the crayons. Yeah.
Ooh. We've got a possum who lives in our mango tree down the back, and he usually gives my dog a little bit of, you know, curry, sort of, so to speak.
Yeah.
They get along. She doesn't chase him or anything, but I don't think the possum and the cat are getting along. Can hear when the possum's angry because he gets that. Was that like a? Yeah. I wouldn't call it a growl, but like a rattle, maybe.
It's a real distinct possum noise, isn't it?
Like a coughing. We get koalas out here too.
They're another distinct noise.
Yeah.
Have you had a koala? Have you had a koala pee on you yet?
No. But I tell you what, if that's what they make eucalyptus balls out of, I'm in.
At my sister's property, the friends were camping under the tree on their property, and a koala peed on their tent.
Oh no!
He was up in the tree grunting all night, and then I woke up and had koala pee all over him.
Oh. Please tell me it smells like eucalyptus.
I don't know. I can't imagine any pee would smell good.
I just have this thing that they obviously smell great because all they eat is eucalyptus, but it's not going to be that way, is it?
Who knows? You never know your luck in the big city. I haven't really got that close to smell of koala pee.
I've actually, I've cuddled a koala.
Yeah, I've cuddled them. They do stink a bit. They're not They're not the best
Yeah.
of the creatures.
And we've rescued a few.
Yeah.
And I used to have a pet possum once because I've lived on banana plantations most of my life.
Yep, I've had the pet possums and the pet wallabies and kangaroo rats and
We had a goanna at one stage.
oh no, I haven't had a pet goanna. We had them all around though, growing up all the time.
Yeah. So I've just used the brushed pewter distress crayon just to add a little bit like of a tinge to my glass. So it actually looks like a glass because it's see-through. I like how that effect has come out.
Pretty.
Probably use a darker one now, darker colour. I'm going to have to check out these silky crayons because apparently they're 12 metallics as well.
Oh, nice.
Are they just a recent thing? Because they haven't been in our stores up here.
Which one?
They've been hiding them from me.
Yeah.
Or is it just so long since I've actually gone shopping?
Been a while. Let me get this girl all stuck down.
Oh, they're half price, only new and in the kids section. And off we go to buy them, everyone. Try them out.
Let me know how they go.
We'll be kicking back, eating double deckers and Diam bars and
We'll wait for the report whether we definitely need them. Have you used them, Galen? Oh, great for making backgrounds. Nice.
that's good. Good to hear. We like making backgrounds. Now, got to find where I printed up my butterflies. Ah, and there they are. So having a look at this quote sheet.
I think I've rolled up the paper under here. Oops, and I'm smudging her eyes now.
If nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterflies.
Perfect.
Too small. I need to make it bigger. I'll think on that a little bit while I cut out and stop wasting time and cut out some butterflies. Fussy cutting. Who made this sheet, honestly?
Someone who likes fussy cutting?
Kind of been mean then. I don't mind it anymore. And look, it's like I've been preparing. I had to organise this conference at work.
Yay.
And I printed up, it was like 100 sunflowers or something, and I was making them, laminating them, cutting them out and making them into badges.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, everyone was very impressed with how fast I was cutting out. So it was like I was preparing for that day.
That sounds perfect.
Fussy cutting.
We've got a question from Diane. If Cindy and I are still doing the cruise this year, we have actually postponed the cruise, Diane. We're just waiting on confirmation for the new date. So at this stage, with everything that was going on, and when I had COVID, it was just, and with the move, it just become too much to try and get it all in. Because COVID just put everything back for me. So we're still doing we're still doing the cruise. We're just waiting on confirmation of a new date. So it will be a bit later on. At this stage, it looks like it could possibly be March 24. So it's a little bit further away, but that should give us plenty of time for COVID to at least become our new normal and for the world to get back to a little bit more normal. Oh, awesome. I'll keep you posted. I can't wait to see what you do with those crayons then, Gayleen.
Yes.
The cruise will still hopefully be from Brisbane, and it'll either be to the Southeast Islands or New Zealand.
Sounds like a good cruise.
Well, South Pacific Islands, I mean, that's the word.
I'm really, I get seasick really easily, so I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah, my mum gets seasick really bad, and we just went down and got the jab on the first night, and we weren't sick the whole time, and mum is really bad with seasickness, and she had a great time.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
What's the jab? Just a seasickness?
Just a seasickness needle the onboard doctor gives you.
Be fully jabbed.
You just go and say, oh, we've been vomiting and we're sick, and they'll do it to you, and then good to go. I have to give this a quick dry.
Yeah, hasn't COVID ruined a lot of plans, hasn't it? Or put plans off?
Well, all the final details that needed to be done while I had COVID, and I just was not possible to physically do at that time.
Plus you had family members with it as well.
Yeah. Okay, where did I put you? Okay.
Sometimes you just got to take a step back and look after yourself.
That is for sure. Because it put, us getting COVID, it just put us back over a month with the move. So, and because I just was so sick afterwards for weeks, which we eventually learnt was due to no iron, which you know all about too, hey, Elise? But for those who did the junk journal challenge, and they even look like little butterflies, don't they? For those who did the junk journal challenge, it was like a real dump dirt journal. And our new challenge we're doing for running for Art Journal Junkie is all about positive affirmations. I just felt like I just want to make a journal that is going to give me lots of positive energy.
Yeah. I kind of love this colour, the Dusty Concord.
Nice.
Kind of like a heather colour, isn't it?
Oh, that is looking gorgeous.
I like my this looks so good with just a little bit of the finish of the silver on it.
Yeah.
Makes it really look like a glass.
And I'm even super excited. I'm test driving my new Starlink internet. So I got the Elon Musk Starlink internet, and so far we haven't been booted off, and it's all running smoothly. Touch wood.
It's doing very well.
Doing very well. Yes, we have a new challenge we're running for Art Journal Junkie. So the guys in there have asked me to coordinate something for them. So we're doing a Art Journal Junkie Art Journal Challenge, but we'll be posting it in both the Creative Warriors and the Art Journal Junkie group. And it's like an international art journaling group with lots of inspiration in there as well. So I'm a little bit excited.
I'm going to try my hardest to get in there every day.
And Art Journal
definitely
Junkie,
have to print that off.
Yeah, Art Journal Junkie is run by Trish in South Africa, and her other admin are in America. So having a conversation, it takes a while for a conversation to do full circle. By the time it goes to South Africa, then America, then back to Australia. Okay, I'm really liking where she's going now.
Isn't that like when I first joined like the internet sort of crafting community, it just fully amazed me just how like you can have friends from all over the world and craft together still. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not waiting.
Yep. Yes.
It might take a little while to get things organised, but you're still keeping in contact with each other.
Definitely. Dry.
Getting some more of these butterflies done. And then I'm almost done. Just got to pick a quote. If anyone's got any suggestions from the quote sheet, now's the time to tell me before I pick the wrong one.
No such thing as a wrong one.
Well, I quite like all the quotes on there. The one that I really like, which I should have printed a bit bigger. If nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterflies.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And for some reason, I didn't print them on tissue paper, which I do like to do with my quotes.
Yeah, I've printed on tissue paper, on shipping labels, on newsprint paper. Printed my
Options are
a few different things.
They?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've done all the videoing for the printing on the different papers and the printing tips, and I've just got to edit those as well.
Well,
I'm just going to want to add a bit more hair up here. So I'm literally following the line underneath the hair. Oof. Just wondering whether my Abletts all is going to be too dark or not. I've got a colour they're calling it. Doesn't have a colour. It's just got 8041 Aquarelle Stabilo All, and this is the blue one. Let's do some blue shadows.
Blue shadowing. She looks so pretty.
Thank you.
I love what
yours
used
is
on her shirt.
Yeah, that was the yellow and the red wallpaper.
Yeah.
And I put that up in her hair too.
So good together.
I can't wait to see what everyone does with them. It's
Yes.
just super inspiring seeing how everyone can take an art image and create something so different.
Definitely satisfying to watch, that's for sure. It's where, you know, you get a lot of ideas from watching what other people do, putting your own spin on it.
And if anyone's watching who haven't ever shared anything publicly before, I recommend just doing it, because the fact in just sharing also helps to grow as well. And we like to keep our Creative Warriors community a safe place that everyone can share and grow and just appreciate everyone's art together.
Absolutely. Don't be shy.
And don't compare your beginning with someone else's end. So, you know, for someone who's creating and has been creating many, many hours, if you're just starting, you only ever want to compare from the last page you did.
I will second that. And don't forget that that person who's now creating has been where you are.
Absolutely. We all start somewhere.
That's exactly right. Except for my mum. I'm pretty sure she's came straight out of the womb painting.
What was that, sorry?
Honestly. She's a watercolour painter.
Yeah, nice.
And she's, I've been slowly teaching her how to add a little bit of mixed media to her paintings, and she's got it up on her wall now. She did this massive painting of these zebras, and I'll have to take a photo of it to show you.
Yeah.
But stenciled like modelling paste on it to make the rocks that are kicking up from the horse's hooves, and then she's got the water droplet as 3D as well.
Nice.
She's done a stellar job, that's for sure.
And if anyone hasn't done a challenge before, I recommend doing something like one of the 30, whether you go back and do the junk journal challenge or join in on this art journal junkie challenge. Just the process of doing the challenge, I was even shocked and surprised how much I grew in the junk journal challenge in my work. I really enjoyed the process. I really enjoyed the sense of accomplishment at the end. And I really enjoyed what I learned about my own creativity as well.
I think it's a really good way to test your limits with regards to colour.
Yes. Having a challenge, it's sort of like, especially I like to add a bit of a colour challenge in there. It pushes you outside your comfort colour zone.
Yeah. Takes that choice away where you're umming and ahhing like I was.
Yep. Right. So this was the journal I did for the Junk Journal Challenge, and it was just lots and lots of fun.
Wow.
And I think because I was doing time-lapse videos and editing them, having a look at my process, I learned a lot about how I create and how I can improve on what I create.
Mm.
And this journal for me.
Still looking at your journal. I'll keep going.
And this journal for me was all about like using all my bits and pieces and just really enjoying the process and having a bit of a dump journal. So lots of journaling of getting stuff out. You know, I've journaled and covered it all up in here. And so I thought this next challenge, I wanted to be affirmations and really focus on what I really want in my life and how I want to feel.
Positive.
Yeah. So like I flicked through this journal and doing a smaller journal and just playing, it also helped me to quicken my creativity, like be able to do a page in a couple of hours instead of, minimum 4 hours.
Got to stop the faff.
Yes.
That's me.
I think that's
on a t-shirt.
Yeah. And I think it's
stop the faff. Faffing around. Stop faffing around.
Absolutely. Do you have a saying that you say to yourself to move past? Is that what you say?
It's usually me ringing Tanya going, either tell me to back off or tell me to put something on it.
I just sort of say to myself, stick it and commit. Just stick it and move on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can just spend so many hours just moving a bit of paper around a page to where will I put it? Where will I put it?
I must admit, I do say, stop faffing around to myself.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to go with the saying, then that's pretty much me.
Yeah. You dry enough yet? Not quite. It can be really hard to find time to create and make time to create because life can get in the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I find I'm just so much a better person when I create regularly. I'm a lot more happier and calmer. It really is my therapy.
Yes. Totally agree.
Okay. The earbud died.
Almost like
okay.
weight lifts off me when I go into my craft room.
Yeah.
Surrounded by my pretty things. I do have to be more productive in here, though, I must admit.
Well, a challenge might be a really good starting point for you.
I think I need a time limit.
Do you spend just as much time working on a small page as you do a big page?
Yeah, it really depends, to be honest. Like, this one that Tanya and I did together, that was done in like less than 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
It just came together.
Love that.
This one was super quick.
Yep.
This is a one I did with our sarcasm pack
I love that. I love what you've done with the around the edge border.
I have censored some of the words out. And this one was so quick, but it's using Karen, I think it's one of Karen's packs.
Yeah,
an older one.
That out of, yeah, that's pretty.
Hummingbird and
what one was that? Was that in Fleur? I think the hummingbird might have been in Fleur.
Yeah. I just loved the quote. You are not weak just because your heart feels so heavy.
Yeah.
And the hummingbird's got a bit of a special meaning for me. So
nice. So
some of these were super quick, and some of them took forever. I must admit, this one was a class that I did, and it involves a lot of technique. So I guess that if it's a little bit technique heavy, it's going to be a little harder, a little longer. So this was
your journals. Yeah, your journal is gorgeous too.
I'm just this was one of Laurie's, and I never got to share it before she left. But I love the background that happened here. I'm going to recreate that.
Nice. Beautiful.
One of Tammy's. And this actually is the flowers that she did, and it's a transfer onto a gel plate.
Oh, nice.
Turned out really well. One of Tanya's.
I love that. That's so cool.
I think I did that when and this was one of your challenge ones.
Love that too.
Says, I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? Just because she's rolling her eyes to the side.
Perfect.
Heavy with the snark is that one. But I tell you, this one was, again, with the, and I got stuck back into embossing powder.
Yeah. Which
I really, and an embossing pen, so you can sort of direct where your powder goes. I was really enjoying that.
Lots of fun.
I'm all about rediscovering new ways of using your
supplies,
products that you already have. Yeah,
that's the best way.
Because I've had this embossing powder for so long, and it just irks me that it's just going to sit there.
Another thing I do with embossing powders too is I mix it with some gel medium and make it into a grit paste.
Yes, that's a good idea too.
That journal bag.
We should have just like a supply class.
Yeah.
Grab old supplies and see what we can do with them.
I do that in the Creative Quest group too. We do like a deep dive into the products. This is one cool. Here where I made grit paste with embossing powder and gel medium. So it has a nice like sandy. I don't know if you can see that texture there. But it gives it a nice 3D sort of sandy texture. Do you have a go-to composition that you like to go back to?
No, I just like, I don't know, it's all got to do with what's pleasing to my brain.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it a go-to, but some of my favourite things is to follow lines, like have lines in my page. Like an example would be where's like here, sort of draws your eye to things on the page that you want people to, where you want the eye to go. Definitely. Or here where it's the quote sitting along the change in the paper and the colours. And here again, I've done the same thing there. So you've got your different colours and your eye goes straight to here.
You put a lot of focal point lines on the rule of third lines.
Yeah. I love circles. Framing things, I must admit.
Yeah.
So you can see the two here. And here I like, I wouldn't call it a T intersection, but it's like an intersection.
Yep.
So using lines again.
Nice.
There's a lot of lines.
Yeah, so that T is like a cross composition.
Yes, yeah. I definitely like framing though as well.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find one a bit further up.
My husband's out in the lounge with my mum and he's snoring.
Who's snoring outside?
My husband.
Oh. Here's another frame, like a. So you leave the space around it.
Yeah.
So definitely lines and frames, whether they be circles or squares, or I think that would be my go-to. I don't do a lot of double page spreads, I've noticed. They're more single.
Yeah.
But I've decided to do one tonight. So hip hip hooray. He's moving out of the comfort zone.
I tend to do more doubles, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why my. Maybe I just feel like I don't maybe have the time. I don't know. But I like how this has come together tonight.
We have to do call outs for Emily. Emily, you're still awake? Emily, I am.
Don't tell me we startled her and she ran off to bed.
No. Sam is loving the pages. Thanks, Sam.
There's a real dark corner over this side. I've got to get another light. You're going to be able to see it from space soon.
I think if you could zoom your camera in closer, you'll probably find it makes a big difference as well.
Okay, how about that? Or is that too close?
That's good.
Too close?
No, that's good. I think I'm going to go, if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living.
That's kind of cute. What do you use for a shader?
For as
like
in
a watercolor pencil, or
if I want a softer shade, I use a black watercolor pencil. If I want a really rich black shade, I do the Stipolo or Aquarelle. Emily said, "What about a white donkey?" Emily's still awake. And bees.
And she's back.
Nicole wants bees too. And Leslie said, "This has been great. My sister Marie has not done anything like this, and she has enjoyed it. Thank you and good night." Thank you, Leslie.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome.
you for both for joining us. I'm still awake. Thank you, Diane.
Just adding some final touches. I've had a thought, a dangerous thought it is.
You know what happens to me when I have a thought? It usually ends up 4 hours later.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm figuring it out for later, not for now.
This is the part of the process where I just get so lost in the details, the colouring, and shading.
Can go on forever, couldn't it?
It's very easy.
I'm just going to add a little bit of some stamping, I think. I think I have an idea.
Got it?
I have a very small sheet of butterflies. You must have known I was going to put a split on her face.
Perfect. I think words, and then I think I am done. Famous last words.
See, could go on her nose.
We could turn that into a drinking game. Drinking. Obviously, I've been drinking. A drinking game. Every time I say I'm done, everyone has to have a drink.
Yes, we all take a drink. Or is it you take a drink?
Then we'll never be done.
And this is where a time challenge is good.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
Yeah,
we should do a group, like a team one, and have like 4 of us on camera and do some sort of challenge, like
maybe
your
with
game,
like the monthly challenge.
Yeah, like with your games that you and the dice game and that.
Yeah,
sort of thing with a time frame. Because we had fun. We had Cindy and Fee and Karen and I did a 4-way night, and we all had to use a design from each person on the page. So we had to use something from each person's text, and it was like lots of fun. We had great fun. So I think we need to organise one of those.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be really good with the monthly challenge image.
Yes.
All right. We'll have to take a vote for it. Are we doing a small butterfly to cover her splooge, or are we just leaving it? Or am I going to colour it in to make it look like a beauty mark?
So is where you've got it now where it's going?
Well, it was either there, it's covering, or if I do that, it literally looks like she's got a butterfly for a nose.
Put it on an angle going onto a nose.
Like that?
No, the other way. Flip him out so he's like going, look like he's going, yeah, like that way. Like he's sitting on her, on the bridge of a nose.
You'd all be able to see if I got my fat hand out of the way. All right, there.
Even like tilt him back towards her eye a little bit more. And how low can you go to still cover the dot? Like how low down the nose?
There. We've got one for butterfly and one for beauty spot.
So flip him back around where you've got the tip of the wing. Keep that over your dot.
Maybe
and then
cut out one of those other butterflies, you know, the ones that are like these
the side
ones,
view one. Yeah, yep. So he looks like he's sitting beside, like on the edge of a nose.
Okay, swapping out the butterfly.
Oh, and
Okay.
said just paint it. You can paint over it with white.
What's that?
If you your dot on your nose, you can just paint over it with white.
That would be the smart thing to do. See, that's the butterfly going that way.
Yeah, I don't mind that
That's
too.
not
I
bad.
like that too, yeah.
I'm just thinking if you do, sometimes when you go over it in white, it doesn't, you know.
Yeah, it still has a little bit of a smudgy.
Kind of stands out like, you know, a lot. I didn't want to say.
Like dog's balls.
Yes. I'm glad you said it. I've been very good lately.
You have.
Don't know what's wrong with me.
And I've been bad.
That's what I love, Diane, about having two people with the same pack, creating something so different.
I just need, it started.
Yeah, I just need.
Just needs.
Take a drink.
What, up here? I feel white.
I like that I've left this black and white with the dotty background that you get with the pack.
Yeah.
Because then I could have a little bit of black and white balancing it out up in that corner.
Perfect.
And sometimes when you have such a busy page with patterns and whatnot, I like to add a bit of black and white.
It just helps balance it all and brings it all together, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I am really loving, I think I might be getting back into my distress oxides now.
Yeah.
You know how when you sort of, you do them to death for a bit and then you like go, oh, I've got other stuff, I better use that.
Yeah, they sort of come out when I sort of wasn't doing scrapbooking as much. So I only have, I think, two. Two.
I've got all of the ink pad. I love them. And I thought to myself, I think when I bought them, I was like, yeah, I'm going to just get the ink pads because then you can use like all of that, like to do lots of different things with those.
Yeah.
Like you can use them on your craft messy mat, you can, and use it as a watercolor that way. You can use it as a stamp.
That going, I don't know if I like the extra out coming out now, so I'm going to take them back. Because I've matte medium under here, I can wipe back.
And didn't I say that I was going to find it hard to combine images from packs, but they actually flow together quite well.
Of course they do. Beautiful.
Who doesn't love a good mason?
Yeah.
But I can't wait for my next one is going to be a flower arranging one, I think.
Yes, I'm going to have a play with the flowers and the jars. I might even do that in my the junk journal, art journal junkie challenge.
Oh.
I think I'm going to call her done. Maybe just a little bit of journaling. Did you have a drink? It's another drink.
Well, actually, I do have a drink here, which I haven't drunk, so I'm going to drink that.
Yeah, cheers. And we'll have to do that. We'll make it make the speed challenge a drinking game too.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, what do I want to journal on here?
Now you're making me pick up things again. I think I'm going to save up and get myself a set of the Derwent Intense pencils, because I do like them.
Yeah, I do too.
But they do be expensive.
I think I got mine on special somewhere. So my journaling, it's all transformation to becoming who we want to be.
Oh,
I keep looking at them.
Thanks, Angela.
I keep looking at the I keep looking at the monitor, and then that's where I see it just needs. There's 2 more drinks. Okay.
2 totally different colour schemes, but they both look really awesome.
Angela Fretwell was saying, try eBay. She got a set of 24 inkjet pencils, brand new, for $30.
Angela, I am equal parts jealous and angry. Equally angry that it wasn't me that got the bargain. That is awesome. But I'm super happy you got them.
They will turn up. They will come into your orbit, and you'll be able to get what you want when you want.
I'm going to manifest them.
Mm-hmm. Love your page.
After I buy those silk. What are they? Silky pencils or silly pencils? Did we work out what they were?
The silly silkies.
The silly silkies.
We'll remember what they are. We'll call them the silly silkies.
That is a great buy, Angela.
Yes. I just need have another drink.
Righto, I'm in.
Just want to lighten up my lines here.
So I might, while you're making me drink too much, just go through a couple more of the images. I'll just show everyone a couple of the images
that definitely
we've got in the pack. So this one's a favourite of mine. I think I'm going to create with this one next. It's actually all 3 girls together in one.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
A little bit different than what I think we've done before. What else have we got?
I can't wait to see what everyone does with them.
So this is a excuse me, kind of like an equal parts pattern pack. And half of these marks I made with household objects. So this one was made with like a plastic, I don't even know what it was now, but I stamped with it. It was a plastic thing I found around and I liked it, so I did that. What else was there? Then there was this one, and I think it was like a foam thing, and it had like, when you turned it on its side, it had like little cylinders with the long straight edge. So that was pretty cool.
I love my little drawer. I miss, because I haven't got my drawer of all my found mark making tools here. And I really miss them. I
Yeah.
didn't realise how much
just
I
every
actually
now and
use
again,
them.
I find just something that, you know, I have a box somewhere of, you know, things like bubble wrap and
Yeah.
that sort of thing, different lids and whatnot. And then I thought to draw, I kept going with the upswept girls, and I actually made these for the ATCs, so that size, but they would do just as good in a smaller journal and have them across the page. Some of them have got a bit of attitude.
Perfect.
I always try to fit at least a curly-headed girl in the collection, just because I've got the curls.
That is definitely your signature.
Yes. And you can see that this is one of the other patterns that's in there. It's just like a dotty dot background, like a grungy dot, which is just a little bit different from, like, you know, your normal dots. I quite like the dotty dot background, the grungy dot.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a good spot and dot.
No, like that. We've got this girl here, and I didn't print her up. Well, actually, I did. But she's the one that got caught in the printer, so she's looking a little blurry.
Mm-hmm. She could be your grungy one.
Yeah. I'm still going to use her because I think it's on tissue paper, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
But she's got the cool dots in her hair and her grungy sort of artwork on her shirt, and that goes really well with the spotty dot background.
Nice.
So we could almost call her Dotty.
We could.
So that's the Embrace Change pack.
Don't put that cover. And the country garden ones, I will get them loaded tonight and in the morning. Well, tonight because we're heading back to Mackay in the morning. So, and Secret Garden's in the shop now, and Embrace Change is in the shop now, and Country Garden will go in tonight.
Perfect.
So,
and just look how well they go together. We've got our wallpaper in the background here printed on tissue paper. And what did you print your background on? Was that just on a copy paper? Or?
Just on 100 GSM paper.
Yeah, 100 GSM paper. Look at those colours. Isn't that amazing?
Where's the lid, please?
Bit of gold foiling would go nicely on there.
Definitely.
Bit of bling.
Bit of bling bling never goes astray.
I've got to try and find my my silver one. I'm going to add some silver onto it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that finished. Okay, I think I'm definitely done. I'm going to say I'm done so we don't have to drink anymore.
Well, I've got to finish off my drink, so.
Do you want me to find here? I can just find another. Actually, I can just find another. One more thing. Sorry, one more drink. No. Just a real quick, I've got to outline my words. Elisa made me drink. She needed to finish the drink.
I hear that a lot, funny enough. Especially from you. Pretty sure I did that last week. Made you drink.
Wow. I don't need anyone to make me drink. Okay, just another bit. Yeah, I'm really done this time. I'm going to sit on my hands.
Okay, Sit on your hands. We're done. We'll call it done.
Then I've got to get off them to turn our live off.
I can't turn my light off, otherwise no one will be able to see.
The live. Well, thanks, Elisa, for this awesome collection. I love it. And I can't wait to see what everyone does with them.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to see as well. I've already got all these, just playing with it tonight. I've got all of these ideas I want to try out. And I've actually come up with another idea for another collection.
Yeah, and I can't wait to use the vases and the flowers on the door page with that one.
Yes, I want to do like a watercolour page with that.
Yes, that would be beautiful.
Yeah. But definitely, you've got to sit on your hand, remember? Otherwise you're going to come up.
Vicky's saying, thanks for a fab night. Michelle has to go, so Don has a bed to sleep in. He can go to bed anytime. Our office used to be our bedroom, but it's not anymore. We're in my grandma and granddad's old bedroom. So the office, yeah, our bedroom here at the beach is now my office.
I know exactly what's going to happen when I get up to go and up the hallway. Is I'm going to see our Labrador laying upside down on our bed with her legs in the air.
Of course you will.
And I'm going to have to try and fit in.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for creating alongside me tonight.
It has been lots of fun. I'm really enjoying it. So,
loved playing with it. It's given me heaps of ideas. So look out tomorrow when I get into the.
You'll have some more playtime tomorrow.
Ideas about another collection. So,
did you see that? I nearly picked up the pen again.
Don't do it. Good night, everyone.
Because we're really going to go this time. At least, yeah. Vicky said, at least the lab is warming up the bed for you.
Yeah, no, not until you can't even get in. She's not warming it up; she's taking it over.
Yeah. And Em stayed awake. Yay! Rightio, guys. We're going to
Emily. Thanks, everyone.
We're going to love and leave you, and thank you again for joining us. We will see you all again very soon.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
Good night, guys, and thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Elisa.
Thanks, Michelle.